my name is Jen and this is day 1 of our ab challenge. So let's get started. I want you to come into plank on your elbows. So shoulders are directly over your elbows. You can clasp your hands together. I need your booty to come down. So from here, your feet are going to be about 3 inches apart from one another. And we're just going to start with alternating knee drops. So what you need to focus on is keeping your hips square to the floor. So they're not rocking, we're not swiveling all over the place. Just one knee at a time, lightly taps the floor and we come back up to plank. Remember to push away from the floor so that you're not sinking into your shoulders. From here, I want you to drop both at the same time and then lift. Again, keeping your hips square to the floor. Booty doesn't go up. You're here. Now, if this is too much, you can stick with the alternating so you have that one straight leg to help with support. Or you can hold it here in plank. You need to take a breather. Come to plank on either your knees or your toes. And then when you can, get back into it. You have about 10 more seconds. And then we're going to flip around on our back, actually on our butt. But I like to alternate exercises so that our shoulders don't get too tired. 3, 2, 1. Now come around. So I'm going to show you some variations to a Russian twist. So Russian twist, I want you to lean back, nice tight core, straight back, and side to side. So you're dropping your shoulders. So everyone's pretty familiar with this to get our obliques. So we're leaning with our shoulders, not our elbows, because we would just be here and not working our obliques. So this is the most basic, I should say. A little bit more advanced, I want you to lift your feet. More advanced, I want you to add a bike. Now, keep in mind, my hip flexors give out very fast. That's just me, I know that about me. So this is more of a challenge for me personally because of my hip flexors. I could stay here all day. It's this motion that's a challenge. So that's why I threw it in so that there's a more advanced move. Otherwise, put your feet on the floor. You have about 15 more seconds and then we're flipping over anyway. So we're going to end up back in our plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn yourself back around. For this next exercise, I need you to have your feet wide. So again, our same plank, feet are wide, and I want you to punch to the side and come back. Punch the opposite side and come back. So it's punch and come back. Punch and come back. Now, I want you to look, I know you're probably looking at me right now, but I want you to look down towards the floor. Feet are wide. You have to concentrate on what your hips are doing. You keep going, but I'm going to show you modification. Drop down to your knees and punch. Now, you are going at your own pace. So, if you need to, punch, come recollect, right? Punch again, come back and collect. Then do so. If you're a rock star, punch away, right? You have about 10 more seconds. Watch those hips. If they start to rock, just come down. You need to hold it here in plank for 3, 2, 1. Let's push back into child's pose really quick. Just give our back a breather. We're flipping around on our back. So come around. Scissor kicks. We all know what scissor kicks are, right? So head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. Legs are straight. You can have your feet flexed or toes pointed. Fine with me either way. Now, I want you to try to touch your fingers as that leg comes up. So touch underneath. If you can get more of your hand to touch, even better. That means you're lifting more from your upper body. Drawing your belly button and your lower back into the floor. And to tighten those abs. Now, here's your modifications. If you don't need modifications, you keep going right here. Otherwise, you can place your hands behind your head if that's too much, and shorten your levers. Just bend your knees. If you need an additional modification, I gotcha. You're here, lift and lower, lift and lower. I'd rather you go through every modification first before you completely stop. Right? You could stay here and have your own little party right here. You're almost there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more exercise, and then we're doing them all over again. So this is going to be a little bit more challenging. You asked for it, so here it is, right? Mountain climber, toe tap. So feet are wide. First one's going to be a balance check, I promise. I might even fall over. So touch your foot and come back. Touch your foot and come back. Touch it and come back. Touch it and come back. Look at the floor and just go for it, right? Now you're thinking, Jen, how do I modify that, right? Got you covered. You're here, tap it and come back. Tap it and come back. Tap. So I'm bringing my foot over and behind that opposite hand and bringing it back. So my feet are still staying wide. Tap it and come back. You have 15 more seconds of whatever version you're doing, and I'm going to give you a little bit of breather, and we're doing it again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back. Relax for a second. Was that too bad? You're not going to answer me. Actually, you might be yelling. So, those are your moves. We're doing it one more time, so don't even stop. Don't even think you're going to push stop right now. So come on down, and you're here in your plank. Drop one knee at a time. Now you know all your modifications. Use them, right? I'd rather you get through this full ab workout using those modifications than just going, oh, forget it, right? Just do it. Just modify if you need to. If you need to go on your knees and kick it for a second, do so. Now drop both knees at a time. Down and lift. Drop and lift. Now make sure, because we're starting to get tired if we're not there already, right? That we're not coming forward. I want your shoulders to stay over your elbows, down, and lift. You will be shaking. You should be shaking. I'm shaking. And lift. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin around. You're almost there. You sweating? I'm sweating. Russian twist. So, come down. Do what version works best for you. If you have a weight, bring that weight with you. You can lift your feet. Mine more advanced. You're adding the bike. Bike it out. Push. You're about halfway with these twists. You got it? Remember your modifications, you're here. I need the modifications on these because my hip flexors don't like them. But we're working on that, right? Progress. Small movements towards progress. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done. We have 3 more moves to get through. Remember, this is the plank. Feet need to be wide. Punch to the sides. Punch. 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 Your modification is to go down to your knees. Push. Modify here. Watch those hips. You keep going. I don't want those hips rocking. So look down to the floor. If you need to punch, collect and come back. Punch, collect and come back. Or you're up and punch. Punch. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more moves. And then you are done for day 1. Come on your back. You're here. Legs, touch underneath, under. Drawing that belly button and that back to the floor. Alternate those scissor kicks. Modifications. Lower, bend those knees, or lift. Lift. Keep going to what works best for you. I'm showing every modification every time because I want everyone to succeed. So, if you need to stay here, just go for it. Look between those legs. Lift those knees up. Keep those shoulders off the floor. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more move. That is it. Mountain climbers with those toe taps. You're here. Nice wide feet. Tap it in. Tap, tap, tap. Tap them in. Tap them in. Tap them in. Your modification is here. Here. Tap, tap. You're almost there. I do not want you to give up and push. You have 15 more seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Oh, you made it. Lift up. Stretch out your abs, stretch out your core. Push away from the floor, shoulders stay back and down. Nice. Nice work. I'm a sweaty mess. I don't know about you, but you finished day 1. I am so proud of you. Do that as many times as you wish, right? And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out of breath. I need some water and towel off. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.